So I'm going to show you how I do nail prep on my own nails. So here's my 3 favorite tools with nail prep. Obviously a file, and then my mandrel with a sanding band, and then this little prepper bit. So with my files, I prefer where they're 180 and 100. So if I need it more aggressive, I can, or if I need it smooth, I can. And then to prep your file, I take another file and I slide it along these edges here to take off the sharpness so that I don't cut myself. With my sanding bands, I do a medium grit, and I like the twist on mandrel so that it can come off easier. And then this is just a medium grit tapered diamond barrel small, and I use that around all my cuticles and everything. So I shaped them already, but I will take the 180 and go through my nail and remove all the shine. Now, we're not talking about like beating the crap out of the nail, but you do have to give it some texture. So if I have to use 100 because somebody's nail's super smooth, I will, but I try to stick to 180. And then any refining of the shaping goes on right now as well. And now I'll show you the difference with a sanding band. A sanding band is essentially a file wrapped around your drill. So you've got to run it really slow, maybe at 1/4 of the power. And I always go along the top edge first, kind of like horseshoe around my cuticle. And then I'll do even strokes, one direction, not scrubbing, to take off the shine and give a little texture to the nail so that my application will stay. Now, you can see them compared, that they're very similar, but the hand file one looks a little bit more textured. So that's a good thing to keep in mind if somebody lifts a lot, that hand filing might actually be a better option for them. Now I'm gonna take my little prepper bit, or the small diamond. I'm gonna run it slow as well, maybe 1/3 of power. Pull back my skin, and whether I hand file or I use sanding band, I like to go in with this little bit. Can you see all that coming out from my cuticles? And I like to call it horseshoeing around the cuticle. So you'll start on one side and work your way around, going in one direction, not scrubbing. So when I do that, I'm lifting and pushing and lifting up and going back. The beauty of this little bit is you can actually go on the skin and get rid of excess cuticle if you want. If it's super long, it'll tear the cuticle, so I will nip it off in a little bit. But like the little calluses on the side of the nail and all of that, it works really well for. So see, I'll pull the skin back, and I'm staying really parallel with the nail bed. I'm actually kind of pushing the cuticle back at the same time. That's really key. If you do not get all that extra hard dead cuticle off, you will have lifting. So now that those are done, I'm gonna go in with my nippers and just remove the white or clear little bit of cuticle. Nothing more than that. Or you could make them bleed, or in this case, make myself bleed. And let me grab a little alcohol or acetone, whichever you like to dehydrate with, pump with a manicure brush, just scrub those nails off. We're doing 2 things here. We're dehydrating and removing dust. And you'll see as they dry here that they're gonna go to a chalky finish, which means they are ready for primer. And that completes your full nail prep process, or my full nail prep process. So hopefully this is helpful. Give it a shot. Let me know in the comments how it goes. I'd love if you'd subscribe, and enjoy your day today.